Hey everyone, and welcome to the video. I'm North Central, and we are among the Tombstones once again. I'm back here at the Holy Cross Cemetery, just outside Fairmont, West Virginia. And we're looking for, well, we're doing two things. Number one, we're going to put a flower on Ambrogio Campanelli's grave. We're going to visit him for a moment, just enough time to say hello, pay a little bit of tribute. And then we're going to make our way over towards Dominik Before, or Dominic for short. And we're going to say hello to him. He's an interesting young man who died tragically in 1905 at the age of 14 in a coal mine accident. Okay. So right up here is Ambrogio's grave. Thank you for your service, sir. So Dominic was born in Italy in 1891, and his parents, Antonio and Catherine, were married in 1890, and of course Dominic came shortly after, I'm sure. And we don't really know a whole lot of information about his time spent in Italy. Of course, he was a young child, so I imagine a lot of it was him being at home. But sometime or another around 1897, 1898, the family picked up and came across the Atlantic Ocean and came to the United States. And then sometime after coming to the United States, came and settled here in Fairmont, West Virginia. Now, Antonio was a coal miner, as was his son Dominic. Now, before anybody says anything, well, Dominic, how did he die in a coal mine at 14? Well, back then the labor laws were just a little bit different, okay? The law said that at the age of 12, a company could employ you and have unrestricted hours. So you could work as much as you wanted at the age of 12. In fact, a lot of families at the age of 10, the child and the parents would lie about their age. Now, we're talking about coal miners, okay, back in 1905, or the early 1900s at least. There's not a lot of money in it. They're kind of poor, especially whenever they have very large families. It takes money to feed all this. They're most of the time they're living in company housing, and they're being paid company money. Some of them's not. Some of them do paid US dollars, but then some of them are they're still buying stuff, groceries and stuff, out of company stores. The company brings all this stuff in, so there's not really a whole lot of money to go around. So if you have a child that's 10, 11, 12 years old, sometimes it's in the best interest of the families to maybe tell a little white lie and get them working. So that's what they did. The cross is actually broken off of this piece. Can't really make it out. Maria Dino? I don't know. Here's what it would look like. Again, it's written in Italian. Another thing you have to keep in mind is that coal mining back in these days was rather harsh business. They were not exactly the greatest of places, the safest of places to be working around. So shame that porcelain piece right there is missing. And back in these days, there were thousands, and I mean thousands, of people that died in coal mines every year across the country. So, not a very nice place to decide that you want to work, but at the same time, you know, if you needed work, there was always work available. So, once you got into the mines, you know, they kind of did some different things. Really beautiful headstones in other languages. I mean, it's really kind of neat. There's a neat one up here I want to show off here. This is what those other ones would look like. But they still had the crosses and stuff on them. So there's the stone with the cross on top. And it's about 5 feet high. I don't know what language this is. But I see a 1914. I see an 1876 and 1914. There's another one behind it. That's it says Diossi, I think. Moranio di Iasi. 18 December 1913. And there's a cross behind this one. That's broken off. I think that cross came off of this stone. So let's keep on going on up this way. These are some of the older stones. I want to get this one back here. It's broken off its stand. This one. And again, it's kind of hard to read these. Augusto Savari. I see 22/1909 is the death date. And 1885, I believe, is the birth. Here. And of course, that stone is broken off of there, which is unfortunate. Joseph Erner died July 25th, 1909. And this one over here, this looks like it's actually been pieced back together a little bit. Right here. It's been put together right here, right? This is one of the reasons I don't like messing around with these or cleaning them off or really anything, because you know a crack starts like that, and the next thing you know, it ends up like that. And we want these headstones to be here as long as they can be. Of course, these empty spaces like this in between these tombstones, more than likely there's bodies buried here. Just kind of a pauper's burial. Let's go up here a little ways. So here is Domenico Before, with his father's name Antonio E. and Catherine Before. He was born in 1891 and died in 1905. But let me tell you how he died. So it's said that Dominic was a coal miner. He worked at the New England coal mine here in Fairmont, West Virginia. And at lunchtime on this fateful day, he got on the mine locomotive. And if you watch to the end of the video, you'll see that in the photo montage. But he jumped on the locomotive and came out of the mine to have his lunch along with the other miners. Well, after lunch, they loaded back up and was headed back into the mine. Dominic was on the very front of the locomotive. And Somewhere in the main haulage, it says that the track split off onto another track, and Dominik was going to jump off the locomotive, run over to the switch, and switch tracks so the locomotive could go down the right set of tracks. Well, something happened. They don't know if he slipped or he landed wrong or whatever, but he ended up across the tracks and the locomotive ran over top of him, killing him, unfortunately. Killed at 14 in a mine accident. I'll make here a flower for you. Rest in peace. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to go back and check out Ambrogio Campanelli in that video, and also stick around for here at the very end. There's going to be a photo montage of the walkthrough and different things here in the cemetery. So until next time, I'm North Central. Thanks for watching, guys.